We Christians have inherited a form of poetry from the Jewish tradition. It's the tradition of lament. Lament expresses anger and frustration, and it gives expression to some of the negative things that we in the church often fight shy of. The whole of Hebrew scriptures are full of laments, but they're particularly found in the Psalms. And the most famous psalm of all that is a lament is Psalm 137. It was made famous by the pop group Boney M, by the rivers of Babylon. It's a song sung by those in exile, in a strange land, in a foreign land. They had lost all the familiar securities of home and family and jobs and temple. We are living in a pandemic world, and if we look out of our window, things look very familiar. But the moment we step out of our door, we discover that we are in a strange land, a land where we have to put on masks when we go into shops, a land where we have to go into the roads to avoid passing close by to somebody coming down the pavement in the other direction. A strange land where we can't shake hands with friends or hug relatives or close friends. A strange land where we can't go into church. And when we do, we can't sing hymns. The psalmist was crying, was weeping when they cried out, "How shall we sing the Lord's song in a foreign land?" Later on, the prophets go on to say to them, "Settle down, put down roots." But the time the psalm was written, it wasn't a time for consideration and deep thought. It was a time to express lament. Lament at loss, lament at what was missing. The Methodist Church has produced a liturgy called Beyond Exile for use in churches returning after this pandemic. And in that liturgy is a litany, a lament based on Psalm 137. And I'd like to read it to you. We thought we knew how the world was meant to be. Day followed night. Every week had a Sunday, and that was the day for church. How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? We thought we knew how the world was meant to be. We made our plans, held our meetings, kept the roof on the church and the show on the road. How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? We thought we knew how the world was meant to be. We would see colleagues, friends, and loved ones again. We would embrace, laugh, and share stories as we always have. How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? And now we know something new. We know that the world is not ours to control, and that our plans are confounded by the smallest microbe. God is teaching us a new song for a new land. And now we know something new. We know that church is not committees, agendas, and buildings. It is us in homes, streets, hospitals throughout the world. God is teaching us a new song for a new land. And now we know something new. We have only today with those we love. Today is the day to say, "I love you," to mend an argument, to hold on tight. God is teaching us a new song for a new land.